Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to bring back the youth. This is a second segment of the youth concerned about the elections. They venting, and they have the right to vent. So we're going to bring back the youth and allow them to come on and show their concerns about this presidential election, the elect Donald Trump. Okay, we want to talk a little bit more on this second segment about the elections. You guys have friends that was a part of you guys' conversation in school. You know, what was their concern?
Um, well, I had a friend. I'm not gonna say his name, but he had his dad is in Mexico like right now, and right now he's worried about him because technically he's not he doesn't live in the United States of America. So right now he's worried because he doesn't know if he's gonna see his dad again, and that it got me worried too because I've lived in a household with just only my mom, and that's like one of my closest friends, and I really don't want that for him, and I know he's feeling really bad, and I just don't think that's right at all.
No, it isn't. It isn't, and it's a shame because, see, we have youth, and they're showing their frustration. Okay, because this election, this election, I don't understand it myself. I mean, really, I'm an old guy, right? I don't understand the election because we had everything weighing towards Hillary Clinton. You know, everything was weighing in her favor. California voted, okay, we good, okay, but then we got other states, southern states, that they say they didn't come out and vote. I don't know. Mississippi, Florida, okay, Arizona, they didn't vote. Okay, I don't understand that. But we got concerned youth that's concerned about their friends not being able to be in this country with their family, with their mother and father. You know, it doesn't make any sense to me. But I'm just one person, and I can vent all I want to, and oh well, I'm just one voice. But we got the youth now. What is your concern?
Well, at my school, some people have been talking about it. Well, a lot of people have been talking about it, and most of them they're very worried because some of them they know family members and friends they've known for a long time would have to be deported if if it's actually going to go through, and it actually kind of makes me sad too because there are people that I know that are going to be leaving that that may leave, and I, it's just really sad.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You have friends that's concerned about the.
Yeah, me and my friends talk about this all the time. We're saying about, oh my God, Trump is president, everything's going wrong. But I have this one friend. He was born here, but his parents were born in Mexico, and I'm extremely sad about this because like, if his laws go through, he would probably go into adoption or have to leave because his parents would have to leave here too, and like he's one of my really good friends. That, like he makes me laugh like all the time. Like even when I'm mad, he like say it's funny because like he says the dumbest things ever and doesn't even try to make people laugh. He just makes me laugh.
That's a shame. That's really a shame. That's a shame that we have friends, and see in this country, this is a melting pot. You have all races in this country, and people say that we don't get along. We get along with anybody. We get along with a gyp dog. We're taking anybody. All right. We have friends that's real close friends to us, and we are afraid because they may not be here next week. Their mothers and fathers may have to leave them in this country because they were born here, and they have to go back to their country. Donald Trump said he's going to build a wall. A wall that they can't come across the wall unless they have. Well, I don't even know he said unless they have what. I didn't even hear him say that. So I mean, it's bad that a president he ran the whole time he's been elected, and he threatened deportation. It was a constant thing that he did. He threw this on television. I mean, YouTube. It was on YouTube, Facebook. It was everywhere about deporting people from this country. you know, and it's a shame because the young people, they got friends, and you guys are afraid because your friends may be gone tomorrow. You may lose that friendship, you know. What do you think about that?
Well, it's like
We got the youngest person in the group gonna talk now. We got the young one.
well, it's like I have this friend at my school. He's always talking about Black lives are in danger. So I'm like, why it? Well, it's not really that bad if you were born in this country. But for other people, they might not find a home, or they might not have the money to buy a home in a different place, so might be homeless.
That's right. My sister.
You know, this election to me feels like reminds me of a title fight gone wrong. So the one fighter comes in that is favored. You know he's going to win, but you also know the other fighter is going to probably put up a really good fight. And then the fight happens, and the favored fighter wins in the audience mind and visually is the winner of that. There's no doubt. And then the judges make the decision, and they give the fight to the other fighter.
Right.
And you're just left like,
What happened?
did they see what I saw?
Yeah, what happened?
Did they? Exactly. And that's what this feels like.
Yeah.
This feels like,
Yeah.
how did that happen?
Yeah, it does.
You know, and actually, you know, when you talk about the part of the population that did not vote, some of them did not vote because they were like, that's not going to happen. That's not going to happen, right? And I think that this is a good lesson for all of you to think about, is when you have a responsibility and an opportunity to make a difference, right? Use it, right? Use it. And that way, when things don't happen the way, you know, you anticipated them to happen or come out the way you wanted them to come out, it's something that you can talk about. Well, what could we have done to make it better? But when you had nothing to do with the process at all, zip it,
Mum's the
right?
word.
You have no right to speak because you didn't try to make a change. One of the things that I love hearing from, you know, not only them, but just kids in general who are concerned about, you know, his wrath, is that we have good relations, good race relations, right? And it's not promoted. You know, it's almost like they're scared to say Black and brown people are getting together.
Right. They don't talk about that.
Black and white people are friends.
Yeah, they don't talk about that.
And some white people have more than just one black friend. Right? And so we don't want to talk about or show how far we've come, right? And so what this guy is making people feel like is divided. It's like he wants people to be divided. You know, he wants this group to be mad at that group, and then he wants them to fight each other. And I think that that's what, you know, these kids are seeing. You know, that you know, you can't legislate love. You can't legislate tolerance. I take that back. You can't make people love and you can't make people be tolerant, but you can legislate them to change their behavior so
Right.
that that's how they behave, right? Doesn't necessarily change how you feel. But what it does is it gives another opportunity to learn something, and maybe you won't need that legislation that says it's not right for you to treat someone this way, and if you do, this is what's going to happen, right? It gives an opportunity for people to say, well, maybe I should not, judge a book by its cover. Maybe I should get to know him or her. And these kids are experiencing relationships cultural relationships that we did not have to the extent that they have it in our generation, right? So not only is the relationship between the children amongst themselves, but the parents are brought in, right? And opportunities for parents to meet other parents, opportunities to share culture and food. And these are the things that they're talking about when they say their mom might have to go away, or my friend's dad can't come back and probably won't be able to come back, because they're emerging, right? They're emerging in these friendships and relationships with people. And doesn't that make America great?
Sure it does.
Does it?
Sure it
That's
does.
what we want. That's
Right.
what we want.
That's what we want.
Because there's nothing that should be dividing us. We are the human family.
Exactly.
Right? We belong to that same
Human
family.
race. Human
Right?
race. That's
So
right.
we don't need walls and we don't need
don't need
divisions.
that.
We don't need that.
We don't need that.
And I don't want them to feel that because someone is introducing something that says no more of that and no more of this, that it evokes violence or it evokes taking you out of character. That's what I don't want to see come out. Voice your opinion. You have the right to protest
That's right.
peacefully. You can do that. That's what I want you to do. Be smart. Don't be crazy. Be smart. And be sure and be confident, right? I think you guys are smarter than the president-elect.
Sure you are. Sure you are. Sure you are. We know. You turned on your television the last couple of nights. Well, last week, and I was looking at Oakland, how people are protesting. You have the right to assemble. You have a right to protest, right? But my concern is this: if you didn't vote, you have no right to protest. You have no right to walk down the street, and more so, you have no right to destroy people's property. People in this country, and they're living the American dream. They have a business. They're running a business. They go down, open every morning, and start their business, and close in the evening, go home, right? But they come back to work the next morning, and the window's busted, destroyed because somebody walked down the street and decided to throw a brick or something and bust his window. You don't have that right to destroy people's property because the election didn't go your way. In this state, they voted for Hillary Clinton. They did the right thing in this state. So why are you upset in this state about something that happened in other states? What you should have did last month or the month before last, you should have got on a Greyhound bus, should have got on a train, should have got on a plane, and went south and went around to everybody's house and asked them on the night of election, go out and vote. That's what you should have did.
Or do you need a way getting there?
Exactly.
You need some help.
Exactly. Instead of going out after the elections, because the elections happen, it's not going to change. I don't care what you burn down, I don't care what you do, they're not going to vote again. It's already happened. So you shouldn't go out and destroy people's property that they worked hard for. If I go out and open a business, I'm paying a certain amount of money every month for that establishment, for that building, for that insurance on that building. And now my insurance is going up because somebody broke my window. That's not right. So I'm against that. But I want the youngsters to understand that you guys have a right in this country to do certain things. That's your right. You have that. And take advantage of your right that you have. You have the right to listen to certain things in school. And you have the right to cut it off. Go mute. You don't even hear it. Because you're going to hear stuff in school. On the news, we saw on the news where they got the white toilet and the black toilet, the colored and the white, urinal, what kind of stuff. This is in school. You got certain people that's writing on walls and different things in schools. You're going to see a lot of that. Because, see, racism is taught. It's not something that you're born with. The parents teach you that. So you got people that's in our neighborhoods and whatever, that parents teach their children that. So that's something that's taught. That's not something that you're born with. You see, so in school you have people that don't like you. Oh, well. You have some people that do like you. Oh, well. Right? But if you continue doing what you're doing, that's all that matters. If somebody step on your feet, oh, well. Somebody call you whatever, oh, well. You just continue doing what you're doing. As long as they don't bring hands on you, you cool. Don't worry about it. They talk about my mama. Okay, all right. You don't know my mama. You don't even know her. Talk about my mama. You never seen my mama before. Oh, well. You know, do what you got to do. As long as you don't put hands on me, I'm cool. Put hands on me was it's a different thing. We got to handle business then. But as long as you don't do that, we gonna be all right, right? But when you handle your business, don't go to the extreme. Just do, you know, whip them a little bit. Don't beat them too bad. You know, but we have to live our dream that our forefathers, our ancestors fought for and died for. You know, they died for us to be able to speak. They died for us to be in this country. We're in this country. We're speaking. We stand certain things. We're doing certain things. We're getting a good education. Once you get an education, they can never take it from you. Once you get that paper and say that I completed this here, I've graduated, I'm a doctor, I got BA, I got an AA, I got this here, they can never take it from you. Get as many degrees as you can possibly get in this country, right? And do whatever you want to do in this country. Help those that can't help themselves. We got a lot of those around us that can't help themselves. But do what you guys have to do as youngsters, because you guys are growing up fast. You know, the size shoe you wearing today, you ain't gonna wear next week. And them shoes getting big real fast. You know, clothes, you outgrowing your clothes. You guys are growing up real fast. And you guys got a lot to look forward to in life. You know, so when you go back to school after the vacation, you guys got something to take back to school. And tell people in school that you went on the show and you was able to talk to the old folks about what they did. You be able to voice your opinion to the old folks about what happened, right? Go out and vote. Got a right to vote. So you guys got something to go back and tell people in school when you go back. I went on the Wendell Elamine James show, and I had a chance to tell them. Matter of fact, go on YouTube and look at me. I told them. You got something else to tell them? Tell them. Go and tell them.
My name is Zuri Staley. I was born April 2nd, 2001. And
2001. My goodness. Is that right?
and I don't care if Donald Trump's president, because I'm gonna get through this because I'm an African American.
That's right.
Amen.
That's right.
My name is Mwanji Staley. I was born May 14th, 1999. Donald Trump, he may be our president, but we control our own future. That's all I have to say.
That's right. That's right.
My name is Kamari Staley. I'm 13 years old. I was born 2003, June 13th.
June 13th?
Yeah.
Well, we got something in common. Go ahead. Okay.
And what I have to say is, I'm gonna go home and laugh because Donald Trump cannot kick me out because I was born here in America, so I'm considered an American citizen.
There you go. That's right. That's right.
But I don't know how to word what I'm about to say.
Just say it. Just put anything
I want
out.
to do all I can to make sure that my friends and everybody else's friends especially do not have to leave this country.
There you go.
Because like I said earlier, you'll kick a doctor out of this country that could cure cancer, and then it negatively affects you that you kick like all the good people out of the country. Not everybody is going to be good, but like some good people, you know, it's going to negatively affect you. And then you're going to have a bunch of people that hate you.
Mm-hmm.
And then what are you going to do?
That's right. You can be the next president, man. You can. You speak eloquent now. I can imagine what's going to be 25 years from now. Go on with your bad self. Okay. What about you?
Me? Okay. I'm Micaiah. I was born January 23rd, 2006. So, I don't really care who's president. I'm going to do what I want to, when I want to. Nobody controls me.
There you go. That's right. That's right. My sister. Oh, goodness.
Well, I can tell that they.
On your chair. Yeah, this way.
This way.
Okay.
I want you in the picture.
Okay. I can tell that these guys feel a lot better, and have the right attitude, and that's what we want. That's
right.
the attitude that we
right.
want you to feel: confident, unafraid,
That's right.
positive, and moving forward. And I appreciate the fact that you care about other people. I appreciate that so much. And each and every one of you is talented in his own right. And I think that you're going to be great, each and every one of you, regardless to whatever you set out to do. I think that you will champion that. And so I would like to just say to you, keep the current attitude, be supportive of your friends, do the right thing, and just keep moving forward, because it's business as usual.
That's right. That's right. I myself personally, I want to commend you, the four of you. Matter of fact, the five of you, because the sister, without you, this wouldn't be today. I want to commend you for being here today. You know, you guys have a voice. You know, and don't ever let anybody make you mute. Don't ever let nobody shut you down from you saying what you want to say. Okay, you have a voice in this land, in this country. Right, you can make a change. You can make a difference. It say that, you know, does my vote count? Yes, your vote counts. You know, am I going to vote? No. I was looking at what's his name, Kanye West, the other day. He made a big thing in San Jose. He stopped the whole concert and told the man, "Hey, I didn't vote. If I would have voted, I'd have voted for Trump." What? Yeah. Then he went somewhere in Southern California last night, and he went in there and started around again, and his concert's over. What? He didn't even have a concert. But he wanted to talk about the elections. Wrong form, man. Wrong form. You got people that they might go home and burn your CDs, right? Because what you're talking about is they have nothing to do with what they paid their money for, right? So you have a right to vote. These people these are millionaires. They're not even voting. Why? Because they got everything they want.
Right.
They'll never be broke.
Right.
You see? So we have an opportunity in this country to get out and voice our opinion, tell people how we feel about whatever we feel, right? We can do anything in this country we want to do. You know, you can go out and give a coupon and say anything you want to do, you know, behind the podium in this country. Anything you want to say, you have the freedom of speech in this country. You go somewhere else, they chop your tongue off, chop your head off, they might do something to you. But in this country, you can do anything you want to do. You know, so you guys keep on doing what you're doing. If you're concerned about something, voice it. Let people know I'm concerned about it. If you're concerned about something and you go to school next week, go to your teacher and let her, "Hey, I'm concerned about this." Voice your opinion. Tell them how you feel about it. Right? Because a lot of teachers might not even know that you guys are upset or are concerned. They might not even know. But you have the right to voice your opinion wherever you go. And make that happen. You know, make that happen. I really commend you guys for coming on. You guys got a lot of nerves. You guys are really, really sharp. You know, and you can be president. Think about that. Think about being, yeah. But you want to be a lawyer? Oh, I need a lawyer too. I need a lawyer. But the president would be better though. That'd be better to be a president. Think about that. You know, 25 years from now, shoot, you're gonna be sharp. But anyway, hey, we want to thank a group today from coming on the show. My sister, you want to add anything to this? Because you did an outstanding job with this today. You really did.
Well, no, I appreciate you being available, because I felt that this was something, you know, that needed to be. I thought that they needed to be heard.
Yes.
And
yes.
you
yes.
had that resource available, and I called you, and here we are. Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Yeah, right.
And I appreciate my grandsons for, like I said, having feelings and opinions and putting it out there. And I hope that you feel better about tomorrow, what's going on, step by step, one step at a time. But I think you've said everything that I would have said, and I think you've covered it. So,
right on.
just again, thank you.
Okay, babe. You're more than welcome. You're more than welcome. We're going to bring you guys back in some months. We're going to bring you guys back on the show in some months, so you guys can be kind of more or less relaxed with the election, and you can tell us how you feel in some months to come. All right? Y'all like that?
Yeah.
Bring y'all back on TV, so your friends say, "I'm on TV." Yeah, star on TV. But anyway, we want to thank you guys for coming on the show this evening. I want to announce that we had in Talif Collective, every month we have a support circle here in San Francisco for the return offenders from prison. And this is on the 20th of December. We have a support group here in San Francisco. I'm going to put the address up on screen in our next segment, and you'll be able to come in every month to a support circle, sit down. Anybody that's been incarcerated, you got any problem, you feel kind of bad about something, you need to talk and just release some of the pressure. You know, that's what we do. Talif Collective in Fremont, California, the support circle once a month here in San Francisco. And I'll put the address up in the time in the later segment. But I just want to announce that every month we have a support circle. And we're going to be announcing it in every segment that we have. We have a fundraiser coming up the end of this year. We want to put that up and allow people to be able to come and take part in the fundraiser. So I'm going to put the address up in the next segment so people will be able to participate in that as well. So we want to thank you for looking at our show tonight, and we want to give a good thanks, a big thanks to the youngsters for being on the show tonight, and for the sister. We appreciate you. You know, we appreciate you youngsters. Okay, so good night. We'll be able to see this show on Saturday night at 7 o'clock on Channel 29. Or if not, we can do better than that. We can go to YouTube and look at it whenever you want to. So we thank you for coming on tonight. Thank you.
Thank you.